Hello here and welcome to Active Ideas. Here I have a brand new Salomon shoe and it's called the DRX Gravel. So these are shoes that are inspired by being outside and being into gravel riding, which is a growing sport in the UK at the moment. And these shoes are very lightweight. They do remind me a lot of a DRX Bliss actually, but they've got the ActiveCHASSIS, which I like. I really enjoyed the ActiveCHASSIS in the Salomon Genesis shoe, which is a shoe I did nearly 1,000 miles in. I mean, I've ran the Arc of Attrition 100 with that shoe on. I ran the UTMB Snowdonia race 100k with that shoe on and did lots of my training with it. It's also coming with Salomon's EnergyFOAM as well. So that's foam that's going to give you lots of return when you're hitting those higher paces. It also helps in terms of cushioning as well to obviously take the edge off when you're on those hard gravel trails. Another thing as well, I'm just gonna get the other shoe out, is that they're meant to be super lightweight. So 239 grams, I believe, in a size 9, is that, yeah, it's just gonna help you maintain those higher speeds without the burden of feel like you're chugging along a really kind of heavy shoe. That gravel means that we're gonna have a very specific outer sole on this shoe. So the lugs aren't super deep, but they're designed with contra grip, so it's very sticky rubber. And I've had actually a good experience with Salomon rubber. When you first get them, they are so sticky, and over time it can lose their stickiness just a little bit. What I like as well is the resilience. So for example, I've just ran in the Nike Zagama 2s and they have the Vibram sole, and I've worn 4mm of that sole down after about 200 miles, like completely down to nothing. So I've not had any of those issues with contra grip. You're getting a very sticky rubber, but most importantly a super endurable rubber as well. The outer is designed for gravel, so it's going to be for you switching between those trails, and they could be really rough trails or smooth trails, and hopefully again not picking up any rocks in here. You have a nice indentation here, but no odd spaces where rocks can get trapped. One thing I'm also noticing as well is that they're actually coming with laces. So it's been a while since I've tested Salomon shoes that actually have a pair of laces. I've been using like the Salomon quick lace system recently, but it can be nice to really get a specific fit with the laces. And there's a really interesting upper on the top. It's kind of got this kind of diamond pattern stitching going on. Yeah, it's kind of something like I've never seen before in an upper. I'm not sure if that has any functional use case or if it's just for design, but it does look very cool. Upon first look as well, this shoe just looks so breathable. It looks like it's going to be a shoe that you're going to be able to stay dry in those hot climates, but as well, if you're sticking your feet into puddles, these are going to dry off pretty quickly with that super breathable and lightweight upper. Again, these are coming in at 239 grams, so that's incredibly lightweight, but also an 8mm drop. So you can see that's a heavy, chunky drop there. But what that means is you're just going to get so much of this EnergyFOAM. So it's going to be so responsive, hopefully, and cushioned, hopefully, when you're out on those trails. And this 34mm of cushioning really should absorb that shock. So yeah, I just want to finish that these are neutral shoes. We've also got a less aggressive heel counter here. The last thing I do want to add about these shoes is that they're very cheap. So they're £125. Yeah, that is incredibly cheap. I'm really excited to get these on. So thank you to Salomon for sending this to me. Let's jump into the trails. So we've taken the Salomon Defy gravel shoes out for a run, and yeah, it's an absolute delight actually to wear these. In fact, Thetford is actually one of the best places you can go gravel biking in the UK. We've got one of the largest lowland forests. It's man-made, but it's absolutely beautiful and great if you're into mountain biking, gravel riding. And we have the Rebellion Way as well, which is like 240 plus miles worth of this kind of terrain. So yeah, feel free to check out Thetford if you're into that thing. But how do these shoes feel? They feel very comfortable to wear on, and I've gone for half a size up to my usual size. So for example, in Nikes, I would get a size 9. A lot of shoes I'd get a size 9. Yeah, with Salomons, I recommend go up half a size to your usual size if you're not used to wearing Salomons before. If you are used to wearing Salomons and you're already kind of used to it and you know what to expect. But yeah, if you're kind of new to the game, you want to check out these shoes, which are really cheap and affordable as well. I mean, £120 is so cheap for a pair of brand new running shoes. And because they're coming with Salomon's EnergyFOAM, they're coming with the ActiveCHASSIS as well to help with your stability when you're on the trails and getting stung by nettles like I am right now. It's really good for what you're getting. What do you miss out on that cheaper price range? Obviously, you're getting a lacing system rather than Salomon's quick lace. And also, as far as I understand it, these shoes are not coming with the Matrix weave. So yeah, you're not going to get that super durable material that Salomon offer. But to be honest, I've always got good durability with Salomon shoes, and these don't look any different. They look like they've got lots of miles in them. I've quite
quite literally put some of my Salomon shoes through thousands of miles. The comfort that we're getting in these shoes is definitely up there. With the Salomon DRX Bliss, which were released last year, I just felt that they were a bit narrow, and I did go true to size, and I think that hindered me. And it had a very boxy kind of shape, and we've got rid of that in these shoes. It's still got like a squared off heel counter, but it's not affecting your gait, which was the main issue for me with the Salomon DRX Bliss. But with these, there is nothing here. I can feel that it is helping me. That active chassis is active, which is a good thing, because that's what you're paying for. But they're not like negatively affecting your gait. They're kind of helping you stay stable, stop you from rolling your ankle when you're dodging these nettles in the trail. So that's really good. In terms of style as well, I like that for £125 you're getting a shoe that I think these look quite good actually, which a lot of these ultra trail shoes can be a bit, I wouldn't say obnoxious, but they're just a bit loud. So if you like a discreet shoe, these are looking sick. And what I like as well, I looked on Salomon's website, these come in an orange colorway, and I think they look cool as well without being kind of like too over the top. The only interesting design choice here is the tongue. It's definitely unique, and it makes the shoes feel different. I can see how for some people it can look really futuristic and stylish, but I can see how it can also be seen as like maybe a little bit tacky, a little bit on the cheap side, who knows. Also, you're getting the 8mm heel drop and also quite a high sack height. And again, running on those rocks and trails over there, didn't really feel them coming through. So I'm just thinking about that now. How did it feel? And I didn't really worry about it when I was running through it. So that's a good sign that you're not kind of like, oh, ow, when you're stepping on rocks. It's all good. But pre-perception, I can never say that word, you're still getting some ground feel, especially in the forefront of the shoe. So if you're someone who likes that, being able to feel the ground, I'm just walking on my heels here awkwardly, you're not going to get that at all in the hills. There's so much cushioning, which is good in that hill. And I guess when you're having those heavy descents on your gravel trails, that's going to stop those rocks really digging in. But when you're trying to pick up the pace a little bit, maybe on those flats, let's head onto some rocks now and step on some big ones. There you go, that was a big one. I didn't feel a thing, but if I lean forward into the forefoot, I can just about feel it enough to make gait changes. And I think that's healthy for running, is that you can actually feel the ground that you're running on and make subtle adjustments so that you don't roll your ankle. You can feel the changes of angles in the ground, but you've got that protectiveness in the heel. So that's the feel that these shoes have. Yesterday I ran about 12 Ks in them. You know, I didn't have to break these shoes in, and they feel so comfortable. So let's sum up the video. This is just the first impressions unboxing, really. I think they're great, really good price. You're not getting the quick late system. You're getting a shoe that I think looks cool. It's discreet in a stylish way for you, for people like me who don't like to be too loud. You just want to blend into the crowd a little bit. Cushioning is fantastic, especially in that heel, and it's that EnergyFOAM as well. So you're getting a responsive feel and a protective feel. But if you're looking for proprioception, a word I struggle to say, is I stand on a rock here. If you lean forward into the gait, you can get that feel coming through. So yeah, I recommend them so far. Stay tuned for like a more in-depth video. I need to do some, weeks of training to see how they go, but all the signs are there. I see nothing wrong with it, giving these a go, especially for the price. Peace out. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and this is an Active Ideas video.
Dreams are a step away, and remember, show compassion, show esteem, have fun out there. Peace out.